Hi viewers, I'm back with part 3 of my first look at patch 2.3. This episode I thought I'd look at bounties, rifts and greater rifts and some of the minor changes that are coming or so far are coming, depending on if there's any more final changes before they actually release the patch. So I've been working on bounties to start with, and that'll be the first part of the video. Having a look at the bounty map, I've actually completed a few already, and we've got one left, which is to go and kill Gom. You'll notice that in the changes that are coming, that pretty much every bounty now you face a boss of some type as part of the challenges. So this particular one is obviously to kill Gom, but if we go back to the higher map and have a look, like Act 1, you need to kill Queen Aranea. Act 5 is kill Adria as one of the bounties. Act 2 is to kill Zoltan Kul. And Act 4 is to kill Diablo. These rotate and change depending on the bosses that are available per act, of course. So if you have a look at the map, they've got the bonus still, but this actually now relates to the bonus caches. So you actually get a bonus cache instead of extra blood shards or experience or whatever the go is currently. You'll notice also that once you complete a bounty with the actual bonus, the bonus jumps to another act. So probably the best suggestion is when you're first starting out in the patch is to head to the ones with the bonus caches first. That way you get the most out of the bounty specific crafting materials that you need to collect. I have also noted that they pretty much follow the torment levels. So I'm doing torment 7. I should get hopefully 7 new pieces of the crafting material for this act. Where I've done it on Torment 8, I've actually got 8 pieces. So we'll have a look and see how we go. We'll finish off this bounty by just going and killing Gorm, and then have a look at the different caches and what we actually get out of them. So I'm using my barb again just because I find he's getting through things a lot quicker, and for the demonstration purposes, that's all we really want to do is just get through these guys, kill Gom himself, and then we'll be able to have a look at the actual bounty stuff that we get. Following on from my part 2, obviously, I've got some extra bonuses on my guy because of using Kanai's cube to transmog, or I'm not sure what you'd really class it as, cubify my guy, so that he's got a few extra passives from the legendary items. So we'll kill Gom. You'll also note, as I touched on in part 1 of the videos, I think it was part 2 again as well, that once you do kill a boss in a bounty, you actually get an extra chest, which is the Diabolical Horde chest, which should drop somewhere. There we go, it's right in the center. Should drop with some extra items for you. And this time we did get some legendaries. Usually you get legendaries. I think my previous part episode I didn't actually get the legendaries from the chests. So I'll head back to town. Again, reminder, this is in PTR, so a lot of the achievements I'm getting are for the first time because PTR has that whole reset thing going. So we'll have a look at my stash. I've got all the crafting items from the other bounties at the moment. So from Act 1, you get Kandar and Rune. Act 2, you get Chaldean Nightshade. Act 3 is the Ariat War Tapestry. Act 4 is Corrupted Angel Flesh. And Act 5 is the West March Holy Water. So we've just completed, and we'll go and get our stashes, our caches from Tyrael. So if we have a look now, we've now got 2 caches. One is the Heraldric cache, which you would generally get, and then a bonus cache, which will have the bonus crafting material. If we have a look back at the map as well, we've now completed these bounties. So the actual bonus has now jumped to Act 1. So theoretically, like, you just follow the bonus to start with, finish each of your acts depending on where the bonus is, just so you can get the most out of your crafting materials. So I'll open the cache to start with, and we've got 4 pieces of the Ariat War Tapestry. And then if we open our second cache, we should get some more. So another 4. Actually, so it's 8. I got 8 pieces, which is surprising. I thought they were following the actual torment levels, but obviously that's not the case. We'll quickly just identify those couple of items for fun, see what we did end up getting. I'm sure nice ancient rakers, although it could be a little bit better in the stats. Okay. So that gives you an idea of some of the bounty changes. They're pretty much the same, obviously. You're still getting the bounty specific legendary items that fall, but now they've added in the new bounty specific crafting items that you want to collect. Now these are obviously used in conjunction with Kanai's Cube and getting extracting powers and all the other options that you might have to do there. We'll jump on shortly and have a look at some of the rift changes next. So now we'll actually move on to rifts and the changes that are happening as part of rifts. For starters, we're actually going to go and see our merchant here, because you no longer need rift keystones to open rifts anymore. It's now not a requirement as part of the current version of patch 2.3, and they don't drop anymore as part of the bounties. So you're actually going to get a little bit more storage space and obviously a little bit more cash by actually selling these off now, because you no longer need them. The rift obelisk itself will just allow you to enter a Nephalem Rift, which we'll have a look at. I've actually just started a rift and got part of the way through it. I just wanted to show you some of the changes that are actually part of rifts while you're actually in battle as well now. They've started to introduce, or they are introducing, a mechanic very similar to what happens with greater rifts when you're collecting the little purple globes. And you might have to bear with me because I'm getting some really high latency at the moment in the PTR, but hopefully that won't be too reflective on this gameplay. So not only does your bar still progress by actual monster kills, but when we actually reach a champion or an elite pack, you'll notice that they drop globes themselves now, in particular like these yellow sort of globes. So here we go, we've got a elite guy here. Once he actually dies and we clear some of these guys away, we'll be able to see what he's actually left behind. So you can see here in the background, they've actually left like the yellow globes, and these yellow globes with the skeletons actually help progress your bar as well. So that's going to be one of the changes that will be notable when you go to do a rift from now on. They've added these in obviously just as more of, I suppose, a marker and an indicator to yourself on how you're going and your progress. Similar to like greater rifts, I suppose it keeps it a little bit more unified. You follow the same sort of progression and collecting things, and it's got the same sort of mechanics. Oh, I thought we were going to reach the Rift Guardian then. We'll keep going. We'll spawn the Rift Guardian and then head back to town and have a quick look at greater rifts then. So we'll take on these group of guys, and you'll notice that the yellow globes are still dropping. We'll collect those, but the Rift Guardian is here already, so we don't really need them anymore. I suppose it's just another mechanic, having the yellow globes, like to keep it in line a little bit with the greater rifts. It's still like you don't have to collect them, you can still just kill monsters and get the actual progression you need to complete the rift, but we'll have a go. You'll still will get greater rift keystones though, and you'll need those to ensure the actual greater rifts. So we'll head back to town and have a look at the greater rift changes. We'll go and close off the current rift obviously, because we don't need that anymore. And while that closes off, we will go and have a look at what items we got. Nothing too exciting, so we'll get rid of those quickly. Make sure we repair ourselves. Okay, so yeah, it's made a little bit more room in the stash. We no longer need the actual Rift keystones, but we will still need the greater Rift ones. So when you go to the Nephalem Obelisk now, you get your two choices. So Nephalem, if you click on that, you're about to open a standard Nephalem Rift. You're not asked for a greater keystone or anything, and you can just jump in and accept and go in. So there's none like when you used to join a group and you had to contribute a keystone to get in there and all that sort of thing. That's now no longer part of the new patch. The greater rifts though, we do still need to have a greater rift keystone, and you do need to have like if you're part of a group or a party that's joining, you all need to have a greater rift keystone and to have met the level requirement. So you notice now there's also a little drop down box. So this was actually the last or the highest one that I've reached, which was level 40 on Torment 9. You can actually go through and pick one, and it'll tell you obviously from which torment onwards that you're actually going to be doing it. So we'll actually head into this Torment 9 one, see how we go. We've had a few item upgrades since I did it last, so who knows, we might actually do okay and actually pass it this time. I've heard there's people getting up to 75 plus, I think it is. So again, it's going to work with the same sort of mechanics, the fact that you're killing off bosses, that's progressing your bar, and again, it's still the purple globes. Hopefully it's still purple. This is my first time trying one, so we'll see how we go when we kill this elite guy off. He just seems to be taking one hell of a beating. Yep, still the purple globes, so that's fine. My problem with my barb when I previously had done greater rifts was that I wasn't able to do much single target damage because I always ran out of fury, but now that I've got Kanai's cube and I've managed to transmog Misty Yang's pants that give us the increased damage and resource generation, we'll hopefully get through it a bit and actually be able to kill off the warden. Okay, so there's nothing that way. We're going down dead ends already. We're just going to keep travelling as much as we can to kill as many as we can, as well as get to the elites like this guy. So this isn't the best build and the best character, but it's the one I've got going at the moment that I thought I'd just demonstrate this particular stuff through. What I might actually do is do a little bit of a fast forward now and head into later in this greater rift when I'm actually closer to the Rift Guardian. Okay, so we're back and just about to reach the Rift Guardian. I thought I'd just jump back in and give a little bit of narration as we finish off the Rift and just see if there's any changes towards the end, which I doubt there will be, but we'll see how we go. So the Rift Guardian spawning. He's down the bottom here. Who have we got? Cold Snap. That's not too bad. Could be worse. I'll just keep him trapped on the stairs here, hopefully, and if I can keep my Wrath of the Berserker form up, I won't get frozen at all, and we can just finish him off. So I've done really well, actually, considering. So this was my highest Greater Rift before at 40, and obviously now, like, to be this far ahead on the progression bar and still be fine against the Rift Guardian, the improvements they've made with the patch definitely are going to help push to higher Greater Rifts. I'm sure there's probably going to be someone out there that's reaching 100 before too long. If not, they probably already have, and I'm just not aware of it. But I did hear, I thought at one point, that people were definitely reaching 70, 75 or something, if not probably a bit higher. So this footage is a bit crazy because we're just going backwards and forwards here, but if he's trapped and I can finish him off this way, this will be the way we'll do it. Try and get away from his pulse orb there. And obviously I've got to keep moving because of my pants to keep the Wrath of the Berserker going. So we'll pick up a couple of these items, getting a little bit of lag here, but that's okay. And we'll see our friend Ursi. Gems and all that sort of stuff. So you only get to upgrade gems now. You don't actually get to get upgrade keystones. There's no point anymore. You only get to successfully upgrade a gem if you've already, like, if you actually beat the Rift Guardian in time. So we'll just have a quick look and upgrade any of these. There's no real need for any of them because it is on PTR and it's just not going to be here after the PTR is finished. So I hope you like this video. A little bit informative. So we covered bounties, rifts, and some of the Greater Rift changes. I believe that they've also still got the Greater Rift little success splash screen that gives you a bit of an image of your character and everything once you've actually completed it. So we'll check that out. Yep. So it lets you know your personal best. Oh, nice. And it lets you know your friend's personal best on the same sort of tier. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this actually was a bit informative for you. Just an impromptu video thrown together, just covering a couple of those changes. Stay tuned for more Diablo 3 content coming. And don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.